This is my 2 cents on being an emotional person. Most of us, when we think of being emotional, we directly think of something negative. We cry a lot. They cry a lot. No, not we. They cry a lot. They are very illogical because the decisions is based on their emotions, and you cannot trust them because if they act all based on their emotions, there's no logic behind. However, the thing I want to challenge you about being emotional or the way that you see emotion is emotion should be celebrated. Yes, celebrated. Instead of pushing it down, instead of compartmentalize it, or other words, put it aside and not face it, it deserves to be celebrated. Growing up from an Asian household, if you couldn't tell I'm Asian, I was taught that I cannot be too happy, but I cannot be too sad. If I'm sad, I cannot cry because it's not manly enough. And if I'm too happy, I will make the people around me feel bad about themselves. But at the same time, I can be happy because being happy is normal. But at the same time, I can be sad, but just not too sad. Because if I'm too sad, other people need to care about my emotions and they need to comfort me. But the people around me, they don't want to do that. Growing up in the first literally 20 years of my life, I've been taught this very contradicting beliefs on how to feel, how to manage my emotions, and how to control my emotions. And as a result, it doesn't work. None of it works. The people that were teaching me this, aka my parents, they had no idea how emotion works. They had no idea how to control or channel their emotion, let alone regulate and master their emotions. And it just didn't work at all. So much so to a point where I didn't know how to feel about anything. I didn't know how to become a quote unquote masculine man because what I was told is that men shouldn't cry, men shouldn't feel any negative emotion. We should turn the negative emotion into energy. Which the second part I don't see there's an issue, but the first part I don't think is right. And that's because emotions is a part of who we are. We have emotion whether or not you like it or not, whether or not you like it. And if we ignore a part of who we are, isn't that hiding a part of who we are? And is hiding a masculine thing to do? And a lot of times, the quote unquote masculine way of showing negative emotion is through frustration and anger. Yes, maybe being angry shows the masculine side of you, but people will just see you and you will start seeing you, and most importantly, your loved ones will start seeing you as a very angry person. Is that what you really want? Do you want people to fear you or do you want people to respect you? Like, I can I cannot speak on your behalf, but for me, growing up in a household where there's a lot of anger, where there's a lot of argument, I don't really respect the elders in my family because all I can see is them struggling with their emotions and being angry about it and not seeing a way out. However, on the flip side, me being this kid who don't know how to feel about anything, I just stuck in the middle of everything pretty much. I don't know how to feel, I don't know how to behave, so I just become numb. However, that numbness had led to all sort of issues in my life, which I will not get into. But the moral of this 2 cent story today is that emotion deserves to be celebrated. Do not hide your emotions. Do not compartmentalize your emotions, and definitely do not turn your quote unquote negative emotion into anger. That would ended up hurting the people you love the most. Because you will only show the vulnerable side or the anger side to the people you care the most, to the people you feel safest. If you want to be sad about something, you can. But you can release your energy, you can release your frustration at a place where it's safe. But that doesn't mean you can turn it into anger and release it on other people. You can naturally release it out, which I will talk about in future videos. But do not lash out on other people. Because lashing out, being angry at people that you love, is not a masculine thing to do. In fact, it's very demasculine. People won't respect you. people will fear you. And if you want people to fear you, I have nothing to say. So don't stuff up your emotions. Don't dumb it down. Do not compartmentalize it. Figure out a way to release it healthily. Don't turn into anger. And last but not least, emotion deserves to be celebrated.